The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that the controversy and conflict related to Forrester Creations shares are becoming the focus of public opinion. In the upcoming developments, all attention will be on Bill and Steffy, two characters with a turbulent past regarding shares, power, and even the secrecy of their previous relationship. Steffy and her past of blackmailing Bill to get shares. First of all, it is impossible not to mention the series of events in the past when Steffy used the blackmail trick to force Bill to transfer Forrester Creations shares. As many BNB viewers still remember, Steffy once held the position of CEO of Forrester, mainly thanks to her pressure, forcing Bill to hand over the shares. This action caused a lot of controversy because Steffy always showed herself to be a strict moral person, often harshly judging others when they lack ethics. But clearly, the fact that she used blackmail to get into the seat of power shows that Steffy is not as innocent as she often says. Right after Steffy had the shares, Bill also gave her the remaining shares of his at another time. This further consolidated Steffy's control of the company, making her one of the most influential people at Forrester. However, this bargain makes the audience question whether everything revolves around love, or whether there are hidden political calculations in business. Obviously, Steffy always takes advantage of every opportunity to increase her power, including having an affair with Bill in the past or showing weakness to receive protection. Rumors about Thorne and inheritance. Another opinion is that Thorne, a member of the Forrester family, may return and sue for shares because he is related by blood to the Forrester family. This is not a small issue because Thorne also has certain interests in terms of the family. Fans have been arguing heatedly on social media. Many comments asserted, Thorne is a Forrester. He may not have participated in the stock distribution for a long time, but in terms of the legacy, he still has the rights. Stephanie is the reason the company exists in the first place, because without her money, Eric would just be one of many poor artists. This view clearly reflects the importance of Stephanie, who contributed to the financial foundation, turning Forrester Creations into a famous fashion empire. And because Ridge is Stephanie's son, supporters of the mainstream Forrester family argue that Ridge and his children have more rights to benefit from Forrester than other members or outsiders who are married or related to this family. The conflict between Bill's love money and influence. Fans of the bold and the beautiful have long witnessed Bill never accepting defeat. Whether Bill gave his shares to Steffy voluntarily or under duress, this still left many hidden corners. Recently, there have been rumors that Bill may try to reclaim his shares from his ex-daughter-in-law, who is also his secret lover. With his cold personality, many schemes, and sharp business instincts, Bill certainly will not let it go if he believes that Steffy has taken advantage of him or plotted to ride on his neck forever. At the same time, there is no shortage of theories about Steffy using the secret related to Liam's accident to threaten Bill. If the information that Liam was harmed by his own father to the point of a head injury is true, or at least Steffy has some evidence, she can easily bargain. This is Steffy's old trick, using the weak point of the opponent to force them to listen. In the past, this move has helped Steffy gain great control, and now if she repeats it with Bill, the battle to regain shares in Forrester could become extremely dramatic. However, Bill is famous for not being the type of person to be easily intimidated. He is a veteran businessman, possessing confidence and many unexpected counterattacks. Therefore, Bill is likely to rise up with high-handed, even fierce moves to take back what he believes is rightfully his. Many people predict that Bill may join hands with Thorne, or even ally with another force in the family to put Steffy in a difficult position, hoping to turn the tables. Stephanie's role and legacy in the family war. Many BNB viewers have always seen Stephanie Douglas Forrester as the heart and wallet that helped Eric build the Forrester fashion empire. Comments on social media emphasize that it was Stephanie's capital that laid the foundation for Eric's success. Therefore, Ridge, as her son, and Steffy, as her granddaughter, both have the legal right to inherit. However, if Thorne, Eric and Stephanie's other son, files a lawsuit to redistribute the shares, things could get messy. Will the court accept the arguments about the legitimate lineage? Or will someone with power like Steffy keep the throne? This brings the story of Forrester Creations to a new chapter, not only the emotional conflicts typical of the bold and the beautiful, but also a calculated legal and financial battle. Future drama. What will Bill do to get his shares back? The big question now is, will Bill succeed in getting back the shares that accidentally fell into Steffy's hands? Or will the threat of Liam's accident tie Bill's hands? There are several possible scenarios. If Thorne returns to his goal of securing the Forrester family's interests, Bill can take advantage of this situation to convince Thorne that Steffy doesn't deserve to hold the shares. A lawsuit could expose Steffy's old tricks, creating conditions for Bill to get what he wants. Steffy uses Liam as pressure. Steffy, always calculating, could release evidence that Bill harmed his own son. If Bill is afraid of scandal or fears losing Liam forever, he may give in again. But Bill won't be so easily cornered if he has other secrets of Steffy's. Ridge's intervention. Ridge has always considered Forrester Creations a valuable family asset, so if a major conflict arises, Ridge will most likely get involved. At that time, the story will not only be a confrontation between Bill and Steffy, but also an internal war within the Forrester family with many hidden calculations. The explosive legal battle. In the most dramatic scenario, everything can lead to a major lawsuit, where lawyers, shareholders, and other unexpected characters all go to court. Each side has strategic cards and secrets to expose the opponent. This can be the dramatic climax, deciding who will decide the fate of Forrester Creations. All of these details are being discussed enthusiastically by the bold and the beautiful fans on forums. From Steffy blackmailing Bill to the possibility of Thorne returning to demand justice for the Forrester family, or the prospect of Steffy accusing Bill of harming Liam to force him, all scenarios are possible. Surely, Bill, an ambitious and proud man, will not stand idly by and watch Steffy hold the shares forever. The power struggle at Forrester Creations between Bill and Steffy, with the potential participation of Thorne, Ridge, or anyone in the family, will be the next dramatic focus. Will Steffy keep the CEO position and those shares by the same old tricks? Or will Bill devise a spectacular strategy to take back what he thinks is rightfully his? Let's wait for the next developments of the bold and the beautiful, where the audience will likely witness a fight, both in the business world and in internal love affairs. All of these elements promise to create an engaging, controversial, and extremely thrilling climax, worthy of the everlasting dramatic reputation of this hit TV series. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that the coming days will see Bill go through a myriad of emotions as he awaits news about Liam's condition. Anxiety continues to plague him, forcing him to seek comfort from those close to him. In this context, the two most important women to Bill in the past, Katie and Brooke, are likely to play an important role in helping him get through this difficult time. Bill, Liam and health concerns. First of all, Liam's condition after the accident is the focus that makes Bill restless. The medical team will soon make a prediction about whether Liam can recover soon or not, and more importantly, his long-term future. Doctors need time to closely monitor, assess the severity of the injury, and build an optimal treatment plan. During this time, Bill will definitely be in a mental crisis, so he needs an emotional support, a shoulder that he can completely trust. Bill himself is known as a tough, decisive person in business, but when faced with the fear of losing his child, he cannot hide his weakness. Viewers will have the opportunity to witness an emotional Bill, ready to accept comfort and advice from those around him. Will Liam's serious injury be the catalyst for Bill to change in a positive direction? This is one of the important turning points that can reshape the relationships in the Spencer family as well as with other characters. Brooke, The single woman returns after Ridge chose Taylor. Brooke is in a state of being single and empty. She may need a new romantic path, a spiritual compensation. Despite their complicated past, Bill and Brooke have always maintained a very close connection, from emotional to common concerns about family and work. Therefore, it is not surprising that Brooke appears to comfort Bill when he needs it. Brooke has questioned her choices many times in the past, especially after a series of breakups. She understands that she cannot go back to Ridge, at least for now, so a part of her probably still longs to find someone to share with. Her past relationship with Bill has caused controversy among many BMB fans, but they are also a couple with strong appeal due to their drama and intense passion. If Brooke comes to Bill when he is weak, there is a high possibility that they will reunite sooner than the audience predicts, especially when the atmosphere of worry for Liam easily reveals the most genuine emotions. Katie, Bill's ex-wife, and her special bond with Bill at the same time. Katie is also a character that cannot be ignored. As Bill's ex-wife, Katie shares a son, Will, with him. This creates a strong bond, regardless of their separate ways. Moreover, Will definitely worry about his half-brother Liam. Therefore, Katie has every reason to join Bill's journey to support him, not only as a friend, but also as a mother who wants to ease her son's fear. Not to mention, Bill and Katie have had memorable happy moments. Although they have gone through many events, this relationship still contains a certain warmth and trust. If Bill proves to Katie that he has truly changed, can put aside his old selfish calculations and habits, then broken mirrors can be mended is not impossible. In Liam's critical situation, Katie will realize how deeply hurt Bill is, and that is also an opportunity for her to see the vulnerable sides that he has tried to hide for so long. The love triangle scenario and Bill's choice, what makes the audience restless is the possibility that Bill hesitates between Brooke and Katie. On the one hand, Brooke is a passionate love, full of passionate attraction. On the other hand, Katie is the one who has been with Bill through many ups and downs, is Will's mother, and understands Bill in a very unique way. With both women, Bill has an emotional foundation that is difficult to erase. If Bill leans towards Brooke, the couple can rekindle the old intense emotions. Especially when Brooke is in a lonely situation, she can easily accept Bill's embrace. Moreover, the fact that Brooke was a solid source of comfort whenever Bill faced a crisis makes the two share a common thread of sympathy that is difficult for anyone to replace. If Bill returns to Katie, the story becomes more family. Katie and Bill have a son together, which creates a long-term, realistic relationship. Katie is also very sensitive, always wanting to protect her child, and can be softened by Bill's repentant side. Especially if Bill proves that he is willing to put his family first, who knows, their relationship will revive more firmly and sustainably than before. Hope and future for Liam, on the other hand, the bold and the beautiful fans are also extremely curious about the treatment and prognosis for Liam. His head injury can leave sequelae or affect his memory, even endanger his life. Bill, Brooke, and Katie all hope for a miracle so that Liam can quickly recover and reconcile with Bill. In the past, the father-son relationship between Bill and Liam was full of conflicts. However, when standing on the brink of life and death, family love often becomes stronger than anything. Bill really wants to correct old mistakes, especially if he has previously unintentionally or intentionally hurt Liam. Once Liam is lucky enough to recover, this will be an opportunity for father and son to get closer. However, this depends on whether Bill is willing to really change and whether Liam is tolerant enough to accept his father's efforts. Brooke or Katie's intervention in the situation can inadvertently become a bridge connecting the Spencer family, or it can also push the conflict higher depending on the psychological developments of each character. The upcoming episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful promise to be filled with emotions and drama. From Liam lying in a hospital bed waiting for the doctor's diagnosis, Bill falling into a mental crisis, to the possibility of reuniting with Brooke or Katie, all open up countless attractive scenarios. Viewers will have to follow closely to not miss important details, because just one choice from Bill can create a major incident, affecting the entire Spencer family and those around him. Will Bill rely on Brooke, who still has a lot of ties with him, or Katie, Will's ex-wife and mother? Will Liam's condition change positively, become the glue to mend family relationships, or will it lead to other tragedies? All awaits you in the next episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful. Let's watch together so as not to miss any important developments.